Hi everyone, I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to my channel. How are you? I am doing good. Better than expected. Sometimes I don't know what to expect for the day. I try not to expect too much. But I thought, hey, let's try these cards. I don't even know if there's enough memory space on my phone. But I want to know where my head's at. Maybe you want to know where your head's at too. So we're going to pick, well, Spirit will. Okay, Spirit. I invite you in with our angels. Yes? Angels, ancestors. Just, standard divine beings of love and light. And yeah, let's see where our head's at and where it needs to be. So hopefully these images, these abstract images, will help us gain more insight, like a starting point. We'll have it be our benchmarker for the day, because we want to progress from there. You may be perfectly content. I just saw 1:43 on the clock. Okay, you guys. So yesterday, I just discovered this music artist, Jessie Reyes. Oh my gosh, her music is good. I understand it. I completely understand it, as well as millions of Americans or people worldwide. I have not found a new school artist that I really thought was at the level of talent as she is. Even without the popularity, I'm saying exclusive to her talents, what she has to offer to the world. I haven't seen that much talent in a long time, especially with music. So anyway, on the way over here, I just realized that I don't wear my hair like this, okay? The last time I wore my hair like this was like maybe in high school or something. And so, I don't know, I just like, so I did it today like that without realizing it. So, the whole flattery by imitation, or whatever that saying is a real thing. And it helps shift some things into perspective, to be more forgiving. Aside from the lack mindset experienced out in this world, and seeing how people's behaviors shift through that realm, it's just a very subconscious response. I'm not as well versed in that subject, but very subconscious level. Anyway. Okay, okay, so this is oh my gosh, this is the same one that I got last time when I first broke in these cards. And okay. So, take a look at this. This card number is 7. Now, what do you see? What do you see? Okay. So, now here's the answer key, the standard answer key to this. And there are 5 options here. One is an arrowhead. Second is the night view of a Scud missile. Third is 2 hippos at play. 4 is dolphin love. And then 5 is a bun without meat. So I want to go ahead and read this. If you saw an arrowhead, you dislike any form of procrastination, yet you continue to play this game when you have much more important things to do. Womp womp. Got found out. And a night view of a Scud missile means that you have a deep-seated fear of explosions, especially at night. What this really means is that you are scared of nocturnal emissions. What? I haven't read that phrase in a long time. If I were ever to come up with a punk band, my cover would be Nocturnal Emissions. In clinical terms, you're scared of orgasms in the dark. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why. I thought it was leaning towards like PTSD or something. Alright, two hippos at play. Consider yourself a poster child for psychotherapy. Okay, dolphin love. You have an infantile sense of optimism coupled with an unrestrained pool of desire, which leaves you insecure with the whole dolphin porpoise conundrum. So what? So what if we're a free spirit and we want to love with our souls? You know, when I saw that portion in it, I saw, okay, so there's the two dolphins here, but they have no tails and they have no fins. So they are at play and they're very loving, intelligent creatures, but they're lacking their means to propel through the sea. So they can't swim. They're immobile. And what's the dolphin without play? So that was kind of sad. Okay, a bun without meat. Seeing a bun without meat, a chocolate cookie without the creamy center, or a jelly donut with no jelly indicates a longing for intimacy. Aww, somebody needs their meat in their bun. Anyway, what I saw was far more graphic than that. Okay, so it kind of looked like, you know, the chute, all of a sudden, now that I'm trying to like word it out, the steam part of a choo-choo train or top of a house in England. I don't, that's what comes to mind, okay? But then I'm like, no, I couldn't put words to it when I first saw this, which was earlier this week, and what I saw was basically an x-ray view of, how do you say it? I can't find a proper way to say this, but genitalia on genitalia. The insertion point in this, let's get technical here, uterus and, I'm still in the car, okay, and the emissions, a lot of it, so much as like, almost like the Ace of Cups, if you ask me. If we had to put a card to this, I would say the Ace of Cups. I also saw the Tin Man right here, looking both ways. You see the top hat, and then the face right there with the nose, right? So looking one way, and then also looking the other. But I couldn't figure out the surroundings, so I kind of left it dry at that. That's what we got for the first, I don't know, 8-9 minutes. Let's go ahead and pick from the Romantic Tarot. I'm curious to see if I'm going to get the same cards as I did before. Do I need to put something back here? Nope. Nopety nope. Nope. Okay, so anyway, how did your day go? How was your day? Hopefully it went well. I nicked all of my wonderful plans, my personal trainer from the Divine was like, hey, you got these flashcards to complete, these things that we've been telling you to do throughout this year, and we've been tiptoeing around it, doing little by little, and we commend you for that. But hey, if you want to have something great and build something great, well, you have to let go of something great. Or, you know, you just need to reciprocate. At least I've been carrying that practice through, reciprocation, making sure I honor my worth in the fact that I am not going to overgive, and that includes not overgiving a fuck, and there's a fine line between letting go of certain things, which includes like perfecting stuff, and being overly critical, which that roots from the insecurities of being of that behavior. Where was I going with this, angels? Where were we going with this? Let's get back on course. I already lost my train of thought. If it was meant to be said, they would let me know. Right, angels? I know you would. Spirit. Ooh, that was a hopper? Oh no, I'm curious. What is that? Metropolitan, it's 10. It's 10 of canes, which has got to be 10 of wands. Oh gosh, it's burdens. Oppression. Wow. Okay. The weight of it. Oh shoot, he's courting a lady at the Metropolitan. Is that a train station? Oh my gosh. Choo choo. Oh my gosh. How weird. How weird is that? The choo choo of the picture. And it's a fall season. Oh my gosh. So somebody's currently feeling burdened, depressed. And it's through this courtship, having to say goodbye. Oh my gosh. I kid you not. I was just listening to a song. It was The Cave by Mumford and Sons. 1331. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I got the message. I got it. Loud and clear. I hope you got my message. So, here. Look at that. Saying goodbye. For now. Train comes back too. Can come back. And he has to do this. She's more sad than he is. At least in current state. He's the one that's going. I think the one that's always left behind is the one that has the trouble the most, doesn't it? So this whole relationship dynamic of leaving each other, especially if you're talking twin flame, it's very cumbersome to both parties. If you're in that kind of a high level soulmate relationship, there's got to be a stop to that somewhere. As you constantly run back and forth, my perception is on that is that you constantly degrade the relationship status to the point where you lose footing, so you kind of fall back down a little bit on that soulmate scale. This is just a little, I'm just talking things through with you guys. That's just my perception on how things roll. That you don't have a clearly defined, like, just because you have a twin flame doesn't mean you need to proceed with it, doesn't mean that you have, free will or whatever. But if you have that option, that knowing of your exact pairing, it doesn't mean that you have to go with that choice. I mean, you might want something different. It doesn't automatically bind you. Anyway, I thought that was, see, like, her dress is the same color as the leaves, so she's basically falling away from him. With each parting is what I'm seeing. Like, not again. Not so much like that, but he's partially falling away too. You see, you know what that reminds me of? Back to the Future, when Marty McFly, that movie, Marty McFly, don't tell me you haven't seen it. Shame on you. It's timeless. It's timeless, like as timeless as Goonies. So, anyway, what I'm trying to say is that when the photograph, spoiler alert, starts vanishing, his family members start vanishing, that's what it reminds me of, the falling away, completely falling away of connection. And maybe that's life, but that's your choice, right? So, there's that. Oh my goodness. Spirit, do you have anything else? This is Josie. Sad. Also, sorry. It's okay. It's part of the human condition to feel sadness and sorrow. The Ten of Wands. Okay, let me read it from the actual book because they might have a slightly different interpretation. So, Ten of Wands at Port Daphne. Okay. The heart guides your steps in the right direction. What will be, will be. Sera, Sera, right? What will be, will be. Yeah, so the parting is also destined. This specific parting you can identify with as a critical point. Critical point. If anybody knows about critical point, that's me this year. Something fell on the roof of my car. Interesting. Anyway, so this has to happen. It has to. For the time being, anyway. Okay, Spirit, we got the message. Angels, we got your message. Is there anything else that you would like to go ahead and consider and convey to us for this timeless reading for the collective whole, as the viewers step into it? And look, the wands are portrayed as a cane. So it's not so much as a guiding force as though you're like hiking like a walking stick, but it's more of like a support figure. It has implication, necessary support. Oh my gosh, that's the divine. Something that you depend on, that you rely on. And in that Mumford and Sons, The Cave lyrics, one of them was saying something about knowing dependence in your maker's hands. Huh. That's amazing, isn't it? Okay, if somebody's sending me some messages, bravo to you. You're freaking intelligent. Okay, 2 just came out. No way. These, okay. So we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. I know the 8 of Cups in upright is leaving onto higher ground, better perspectives or whatever, but you see, like, he's so used to being the entertainer of women, the Don Juan, but more like that guy friend that is non-assuming, is funny, and he gets the girls. He's just charming, right? But like in a chill way, right? And the girl's like, oh my gosh, me too. And so he's used to that, entertaining. Out in the cold, yes. His own lamp, he's got his own shit, right? Look at that. He's like, I could be here all night, you know? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lamps out. 7 lamps, maybe that also is an indication of 7 of Wands energy, which is competition. Yes. So this guy has options. He's always had options. And yeah, because the 7 lamps, right? 7 of Wands. And then the 8th one is what he's holding. It's portable. He's off communicating in his own way. Yeah, it's fast movement. So anyway, if it's in, oh my gosh, can you believe that? So this is part of the guy's identity. So he's rooted in it. This is part of his like foundation, what he's known for. And then yellow is also his, their sidebar, which is identity. It's a solar plexus color. And it's like shining, almost golden. He has a very inflated sense of ego in his undertakings. Under the sheets takings. Where is that? So let's go read it from the book. 8 of Wands. How interesting. That's why I like switching decks. I get more of the picture. So, okay, it just so shows it in upright. Amorous awakening. It seems so far, instead it was always there, just steps away. Now nothing will be the same. Dynamism. Now that's 8 of Wands, yeah? No, we're doing 8 of Cups. I'm so sorry. Meeting at the station, pour love, and someone will quench their thirst. I told you. That's the 7 of Wands, the lamps energy. There's 7 here, and he's carrying the 8th one. Yeah, so it says, meeting at the station. Pour love, and someone will quench their thirst. Offer the heart. Someone will feed on it. Of course they will. Yes, those thoughts will feed. Okay, they're thirsty, aren't they? Set your table. The dinner guests are about to arrive. Trust. I don't mean to turn this into a negative light, but are you seeing anything positive here as far as that interpretation? So he's just said goodbye to his chick. It's for now, and then he's off back to his own ways. Or maybe he's, since it's in reverse. So the amorous awakening, the 7 to the 8, it seems so far. Instead, it was always there. It just steps away. Now nothing will be the same. Dynamism. So it's a turning point. It's in reversal now. But let's look at the 8 of Cups, because we were just looking at that Wand's energy, which is like kind of background noise. Anyway. Sorry for the scare. Okay, 8 of Cups. It's waiting. Love is timid. You must grasp it now or you will lose it. When the flame quivers, you must close the window. Return. Oh my gosh, it says return when it's in upright. But right now, there's a hesitation. He just left, so it's like, it's in limbo energy. So he can carry on with this thing, whatever. It's none of your business, really. I mean, it's none of your concern, because really, he's only doing himself harm. If someone's coming to you correct, then he doesn't have anything to hide, really. So the other one that we got was these terms and conditions in reversal. So we have this Fool energy, but it's in reversal. So usually I get the terms and conditions, I think in reversal, you have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. But then when we look at the Fool, okay, its standard meaning is the dandy. Blinded by love, he doesn't think and goes on his way, irresponsible and jovial, in total abandon, relying only on his instincts, enthusiasm. So it's reckless abandon. And if we look at it in terms of the Rider-Waite Smith, that the Fool signifies the flesh, the sensitive life, and by a peculiar satire, its subsidiary name at one of the alchemists as depicting folly at the most insate stage. Let's look at it. So this reckless abandon, blinded by love. Okay, so he's getting his head together, zooming out. He, you, we, all of us. Okay, yay. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, so we've kind of got the backdrop, the situationsville. Okay, so what should we focus on now, Spirit? Okay, you said zoom out, think more carefully about the next steps forward. Yes, we're zooming out. That's great. I like that. Okay. Yes. So that first card, that ink blot design, doesn't need to be over-sexualized, but in effect, it's not looking on the isolated terms, getting so caught up in the details of intimacy, but broadening out that passion into greater context, into a journey, leaving a certain place of familiarity and comfort in order to discover more, to learn more, to fulfill your life purpose, your role. So your intimacy should be focused on self first and your service to the world. And then the extracurricular is the one-on-one contact. That it's an additional investment. Oh gosh, okay, we have the 10 of, yeah, that's what it means, because we have the 10 of coins here, or the 10 of pentacles, which is full on abundance. So much so that it's framed like a coin collection. And see, look at his return. Look at his return. He's untying the knot, and there's an essence of commitment, like tying the knot. It's tied already and he's untying it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a 10 of coins. What does that mean? An amorous trap. You mustn't miss the appointment. Do not tighten the laces of fortune too tight and let your heart take over. Abandon yourself and don't ask questions. Relationships. Yeah. Is it the relationship trap? Okay. Sometimes relationships take our focus off of the larger part, the larger chunk of the journey. It almost snippets it, creates shortcuts to those extracurriculars. So that's interesting how it worded it that way. You mustn't miss the appointment. Do not. Yeah, so relationships are kind of draining your energy when they could be used in a greater capacity. The bottom of the deck, I feel like that's a good enough message to kind of stand strong on. Oh my gosh. It's the bottom of the deck too. another version of the terms and conditions. It's the cover card. It's the cover card, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. And do you see that? It's kissing on a boat in Venice. I don't know how many rows of seating are there, but there's only particular significance with her. And you see how her hat, her bonnet came off? How it is, when you cover your head, it's your crown chakra in connection with the divine. So when you cover that, you're in essence protecting that area, that space, from any interruptions with the divine. I saw 3223. And so they're doing with the romantic thing. This is like a picturesque type of thing, like a motivating force. When I saw it like this, it's zooming out. Zooming out, you're still in that frame of mind. And you have this, not as a memory, but as a motivator. Like, what's your riches when you can't share them with someone that you love? That to really fully commit on a scale that you can with no other. So, is there anything else that we would like to pull, Spirit? Should we get into the Greek thing? This is sex in ancient Greek. These are pictures done on pottery. Like, for reals. So, let's go ahead and, just for the fun of it, okay? Let's see what we get here. Okay. So once they have alone time, what are the intimate frivolities that we can think about? Is there anything that you want to add to it, Spirit, angels? Will you give us? Oh, one flew out. Okay. It's the 10 of Cups. Congratulations. And oh my gosh. You guys, where is your head? Where is your head at?